This is Faisal. I'm a certified high performance coach and I help entrepreneurs and professionals just like yourself live happy, fulfilled, and successful lives by raising their performance and potential in everything that they do. In today's video, I wanted to talk about something very, very crucial, very important. I say that about everything, but they are. I talk about important things only. For the most part. All right, so today's topic, I had a question for you. What are you great at? And I'll give you a little story about that. So I actually went through a coaching session myself. That's right, a coach needs a coach as well. My coach was amazing when it came to this, and he asked me a very important question while I was going through the coaching session, and we were doing an overall assessment of my life, and he asked me one thing. He's like, so the areas that I've rated myself the highest on, how did I manage to get it so high? How am I so great at those areas? So for example, the areas that I feel I'm great at was my level of consciousness, how self-aware I am, and whether or not I feel like I'm contributing to the world in some way through my business, through my coaching, through helping people. So those two areas I really thought about. I'm like, so what made me great at those things, and how did I grow so much in those areas? And then I realized that I had devoted so much in those areas, and it started to make me think about, okay, what do I need to do in the areas that I'm not doing so good in? So that's what my question to you is, because a lot of times we get so stuck in the challenges that we're in. So whatever area, let's say, whether it's your relationship or your habits or your health or your business, whatever area you're not doing good, we get so good, get focused on the challenge of it, the problem of it, that we forget that even though we're going through a lot in that area, we're doing really good in other areas of our life. So then my question to you is, what are some of the areas in your life that you're doing great at? And really think about it. What is it? Is it your relationship? Is it your personal self-awareness? Is it your fitness? Is it your knowledge? Is it your work? What areas in your life are you doing great at? And another question I have is, now that you thought about that, how did you get so good at that? How did you do so good in that area or in those areas? And really think about this, because what you will find is that you dedicated a lot of time in those. So for example, for me personally, if I were to think about the contribution and consciousness, so for example, a contribution in the sense that whether or not I feel like I'm contributing to the world in some way, doing what I do for a living, as a coach, as a mentor, as a high performance coach, and whether or not this is meaningful to me. And also in terms of consciousness, whether or not I'm self-aware and I'm more present in my life, and I feel like I'm living in congruence and alignment with what I believe. And when I thought about that, I realized that I had spent the past probably over a decade of my life working on those areas of my life. I've been studying consistently about spirituality, about philosophy, religions, about psychology and neuroscience, high performance habits, human behavior, natural cycles, psychology, just to understand what it takes to live a life that's more in alignment with what I believe, and what will make me happy, what will make me feel more purposeful, and how can I use that to contribute in my environment as a human being. So I feel like I spend so much time dedicating myself to that area that I feel great in those areas. And then I realized that, okay, I can use the same exact strategy to apply there. And some of those strategies will be different for you. You might have done something differently than I did. For example, for me, I did a lot of learning. I did a lot of studying. I read a lot of books related to a lot of the subjects that I just mentioned. I connected with people that knew a lot about that, so mentors and coaches. And I also took a lot of action in those areas. I practiced a lot of it in my own life until I realized I can help others with that. And you will probably find similar things or different things that are working for you. So once again, I'm going to ask you, what are you great at? What are some of the areas in your life that are working? And thank you for all those that are joining me here. Make sure you like and share this video so we can get more people to join us here. Thank you for all the likes and all the support and love as well. So think about those areas that you're doing great, and also think about what is it that you did in those areas of your life, whether it be your relationships, your personal life, your business, your well-being, your connections, whatever it is. How did you good at those areas? How did you get good at those areas? Because nothing happens randomly. You would have had to do something specifically for you to get good at that. Whether it be you learning more about it, whether you be getting mentored by somebody, or whether you being a part of a group or an institution that helped you learn more about that, or whether you taking action towards that specific area more. Whatever it is that worked for you, use the same or similar strategy to work on the areas that you're not doing so good in. And guess what? You're going to realize that that's you have to do the same exact thing to get better in that area. And why? Because any area of our life, no matter what it is, the process to get better at it is the same. And the only difference will be is what worked for you. Whatever worked for you in the past will work for you in the present. But are you applying those things in that area that's not working? Or are you just thinking about the problem without thinking about the solution too much? So again, what are you great at? What are the areas of your life that are working? Think about this and see how you can apply it to the areas that are not working. All right, that's all I wanted to talk about in this video. And once again, I want to remind you about that amazing offer that I'm giving you guys for the New Year's. So what I'm doing is it's a free 90-minute strategy session where I take you through a coaching process in those 90 minutes. The only thing you have to do is go to my page. The link, I've posted it below in the information for this video. You'll find it there. Go to that link, and it'll explain what the coaching is and what are the benefits for you. And once you go through that, at the bottom there's a tab where you'll go to, where it'll take you to a form. You just have to fill out that form. It'll take you a few minutes to fill it out. And once I receive that form, I'll just see whether or not I can help you and whether or not this is the best option for you as well, because I can tell from working with other people whether or not this will work for you or not. And if I see that there is a higher likelihood that it'll work for you and I can help you, then I'll schedule a session with you and we'll do that 90-minute strategy session. In that session, I'm going to help you go through 5 areas of your life, your level of clarity about who you are, your relationships in terms of your success, your level of energy, your mental, physical, and emotional energy, your level of productivity. How can you get more done in your life? How can you progress towards your dreams and goals and whatever you want to do? Your level of courage. How can you become more bold and courageous and take risks and challenge challenges that you haven't been taking until now? The fears that you've been held back, how can you go through them? And also, how can you become more influential? How can you influence your mind in a better way, your thoughts? How can you influence those around you, whether you're leading a team at work or in your personal life, your family and friends? How can you influence and inspire them in a positive way? So make sure you take advantage of this, because this is not going to last forever. I only have 5 spots left for it. So the sooner you take advantage of it, the more likely it is for you to get that. And until my next video, hope you guys have an amazing week. Make sure you like and share this video, and make sure you drop a comment below about what you think about this topic and what are some of the areas in your life that are great for you. What is working, and what are some of the challenges you have? Maybe maybe I can give you some pointers on the comments area, or maybe somebody else can learn from you. Whatever it is, drop a comment there, and if you have any questions, you can ask me as well. Until my next video, have an awesome day. Bye.